prancing around here today. It's raining off and on, so I'm hoping I could get a video in, but I don't know if I will. I want to take you guys down to our little flower patch that we planted this year. It is a little area in our front yard. The skunks dug a lot of it up last year and it was pretty desolate to begin with, but I'm trying to convince my husband little by little to replace our grass with different types of flowers. So this was kind of like step one. I prepped it myself. I have a video on that, and I have a video also on how I made the seeds to spread down there. The seeds, I used 2 different packs of big spreading seeds from Burpee. One was a wildflower mix and one was a pollinator mix. And then I took any extra seeds that I had just laying around that have been kind of just sitting in my seed binder for a while. And I was like, I'll just plant them there and see what happens. I think in the future, I would like to make more areas like this in our front yard and try and get as many flowers as we can down there. But especially when they're just germinating and everything, I think we're gonna need a water source. I also just really wanted to say thank you guys. We haven't really been that active on YouTube before. We are just starting now to post these longer videos, and the outpour of support has been amazing. I am so grateful. I make the content because I love what I'm talking about. I love homesteading. I love our chickens, and I love growing things, flowers, vegetables, but having people who really appreciate it and care enough to watch it, that I can't even tell you how much that means to me. Here's the view of our flower patch from our driveway, and we have 2 peach trees here that we planted a couple years ago. We've gotten peaches from them the last 2 years, which is pretty exciting. This little flower patch down here honestly was kind of an experiment, and I'm pretty pleased with how it's going. It's not perfect, obviously, but it's better than it was. So I have a short on how I prepped this land down here. It was very rocky, it was kind of rough going. And I put over I think it was over 1,000 seeds in this area down here. I also came in and planted a bunch of sunflower seeds along this back border here. This is the north facing side, so that I was hoping if the sunflowers grew that they wouldn't shade out the rest of the plants. One of the downsides of this area is it's at the very front of our property, and the closest hose bib is in our garage up at the house. I don't have hoses long enough to come down here, so I knew that I wasn't going to be able to water it. If you look at it just zoomed out, it's really not that impressive, but when you look closer, you can see all of the variety in here. There's a bunch of different types of plants, and we're going to keep this going next year too. So any of these plants that produce seeds, we're just going to let them fall and reseed themselves and potentially plant more next year. We have a lot of this Coreopsis tick seed here, and then I believe this is some baby's breath. Here's one of our sunflower plants that just honestly didn't stand a chance. It started to grow, got topped, started to grow, got topped. We have a bunch of deer around here and rabbits and what have you. Up at that end, it's mostly just the Coreopsis. On this end, we have a couple different types of flowers. I'm not exactly sure what they all are, but I'm gonna try and figure it out. I think I see a zinnia in there, but you can see down here, kind of come over this way. There's so many, I don't even know if you can see it on camera. There's so many little bugs buzzing around in here, and I've seen so many bees and butterflies already. I lied, this isn't a zinnia. I don't even know what this is. And there's these pretty little blue ones. I think I'm gonna try and look up all the different types of flowers that are in here, and then I will leave those in the description for you guys. I'll definitely provide more updates on how the bed continues to develop. But I think maybe this fall I'm gonna come in and clean some of it up, get some of the crabgrass out. There's a lot of like common nightshade starting in here, which I don't want that in there. But yeah, it's starting to rain, so I'm going inside. If you like this kind of content, if you like seeing what we're doing on our homestead, make sure you like this video and subscribe. It really helps our channel out. And I'm excited to see where we go from here.